Hi! So the internet cut out, so we're having a part 2. That's why it's 1-2 instead of part 2. Yeah. And actually, it's not even part 2. It's like part 10 or something like that. But I didn't bother to, like I was coming up with different names, like 2026 fireworks and fireworks 2026 and, whatever I named this one. Oh, this one's fireworks for 2026. Yeah. Stuff like that. Did you wash your bowl so you could have raviolis or something? Okay. Anyway, this is thoroughly annoying. Because the internet just, cut out and didn't give any warnings or anything like that. It just cut out. So, um, very quite annoying and don't know what to do about it. So it looks like I did figure it out. I just hadn't remembered that I did. Would you stop that? Sam, down. Sam.
What are you doing?
Down or up? So I have never smacked my cats with Mr. Grabber thing ever. But he kind of scares them, so like I can hold Mr. Grabber thing up there and they realize, "Oh, mama means business." And or, means what she said, and he's just a get them to understand what I mean, what I'm trying to say thing. But yeah, I just had to hold him up so Sam would understand, because he was
You can cut it out now. You can stop the growling.
more interested in Bobby than he was listening. So Bobby, calm down, honey.
You can still see the world. You can still give Sam what for. Because you're being a brat about it.
Don't encourage that.
You're going to do it anyway. And she split. Just like that.
Anyway, we're having cat argument problems, so and internet problems, and yeah. Nobody wants to hire us problems. Yeah.
Not for lack of applications on my part.
Hey, I put in one for a store that ain't even open yet. The building's there, but Dollar Tree is not officially open yet. So no, we decided to redirect that and just have it straight. It's easier on the on the fireworks part of it. It's a lot easier. This is not what the next version is going to look like, because those trees right there are going to be one street over. I mean, we're going to have those trees and then we're going to have these trees, but we're going to have these trees on both sides, and then there's going to be another street and it's going to have oak trees again. And I did that on purpose. And then the apartment complex, it's going to have oak trees as well. Yeah, we're gonna do it this way.
Okay.
I like that better.
My internet cut out right after I started that.
Um,
No, no, this one's got the same name, but no, that's not the way it works.
you can go back in there and change it to number 2. Well, this kind of works. Where it's going in the parking lot and I mean, it probably should go straight, but
New York City, New York State. There's a big house. This says barns, cattle barn,
well, we'd have more fireworks.
and new
I don't know.
feature
We'll figure it out
for this map,
when we get there.
which I think
Um,
custom NPC.
so this, it going up and down the street, that works,
Is this thing
works very good. Um, oh, I don't know if we're gonna do that.
by the farm?
Oh, but we needed to go into the, okay.
That might be a thing.
But you can see all that stuff from over here a lot better than you can see it from right there.
6,000 bucks. Wow, that's cheaper than
So yeah, maybe we ought to have it, and then it goes this way. Oh, wait a minute. Suddenly the world is full of potholes. Holes in the asphalt that would break your car if you rode over them.
So I want to make use of
Or could break your car if you rode over them. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Unless I take the roof off. And then I'd have to take the roof off the other side. Yeah, going through here is not gonna work. Anyway, then... Okay. See, I was gonna have it go that way. I mean, go out that way. But that doesn't really work. So it ended up going this way. This way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that out too. Or... Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay, so I was driving on the right and the left side, driving on the left side. All of a sudden, we're driving on the right side. What the heck? It just happened that there was enough to say what the heck with that. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix that too. Um. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There. So now No, we're still driving on the right. Well, I guess we'd have to go in... I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There. That's what happens when somebody from America goes and tries to drive on the... goes and tries to build on the left side of the road. You're likely to get it on the right at some point, so... Yeah, so the only thing I can think of is, like... I don't know. Okay, well, like I said, the only thing I can think of is really to take the roof off, but I don't know if that's gonna work. I was looking at this thinking it looks, what's wrong about it? Looks... I don't know. I feel like I was looking at this going, what is wrong with it, and now I figured it out. We're driving on the wrong side of the road. In Ireland, you drive on the left side of the road, but every time that I think about when they're driving in my head, they're driving on the right side of the road, but obviously they wouldn't be. So, oh no, this has to be here. This has to be her, because uh, there. Yeah, so unless we're gonna have like a brief, uh, unless we're gonna have a brief hiatus where we don't actually have fireworks going off, I don't see the parking garage actually being a smart thing to keep in here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm pretty happy because I finished my ice and Coca-Cola, my iced Coca-Cola cherry Coke because I needed to wake up this morning. Because I said this earlier in the first half of this. Um, anyway, I said this earlier that yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Again. Oh, and there goes a dog barking at somebody. Hope it's on a leash. Yeah, I just totally lost it. And the funny thing is, I can't even, like say, my husband said something and blew me off. No. I mean, blew me off course of what I was saying. I can't even say that. I just lost it. Oh. Well, at least you'll get a shorter video. I was trying to keep it to like a half an hour. But then I was like, well, you really need more than that. My streaming videos, I was like trying to keep them to a half an hour, but that's not gonna work. Okay, that. And then we will bring that up. Oh, wait. I did that on purpose. So I'm about to have a bowl of cereal, and then like around 2 or 3, I could probably have lunch. Yeah. But I can't have that until I finish this. Which is kind of stupid. Because I just don't want to be crunching in y'all's ear. Okay, so that right there is probably going to look... that right there is probably going to look very familiar because of the fact that it is an almost exact duplicate to the mansion. I had to change a few things because it's a hotel. Like it's got, you go from the lobby into the hallways where the rooms are, and there's elevator and stairs, I think, there. But then I realized that there needed to be stairs. Um, there's like there's supposed to be like rooms. Um, like rooms on the left and rooms on the right, but the stairwell is in the middle. You know. Anyway, it's somewhere in there like that. And the problem with that is that it doesn't really work. Um, I mean, it works, but it doesn't work. So, anyway, I had to go and figure that out. Okay, and then. No, and we're driving on the wrong side of the road again. Ugh. It looked so nice on paper, so to speak. Okay. Are you running over road signs? Why? He says because it was there. Hey, if there's any young kids watching that, you need to set a good example. Like when I play Roblox, I try to set a good example, like not jumping off the top of the Ferris wheel. Oh, yeah. Squibs was telling us about what the heck? Well, I guess I'm going to have to go and reroute that too. Because now it doesn't work again. And it's not because I'm rerouting it. Did you play that because I told you about it this morning on the phone, or? Oh, okay. You already knew about it? Well, I wanted to make sure about the you knew. And I did forget about that whole ish with. Yeah, it's so Roblox. There was, there was an issue where somebody was griefing something. And I don't know how you can grief people on Roblox, but anyway, somebody was griefing a whole bunch of people. And the guy who telltaled on them to the Roblox crew was like, "Oh, that's fine," and banned the telltale instead of the person grieving. Um, I just thought of what could happen. I mean, could be happening on that one. Where does this go? Hold on. Yeah, and then it goes around. Okay, I'm confused. And then it goes over here. It's like I built this and I'm confused. And then go in there. Huh. Oh, maybe that's why I did that. Except for that we're not on the right-hand side. I mean, we're not supposed to be driving on the right-hand side. We're supposed to be driving on the left-hand side. So, I guess we're gonna have to... I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, so I don't know. I'm confused. But I think what we need to have it do is go around the other... have it go around um, the other road that we put up. I mean, the other pathway. And go around it and then get back to where it was supposed to be. Because it looks like this was going around the building. Now, on the other hand, if we... Oh, but I think I did that on purpose. It would make more sense if it went the other way. But I think I did it on purpose. Because every time that Sean drives into the area and parks his car, he drives from the road into the parking lot and parks behind the building. He parks his truck in the same spot every single time. That's like the Sean spot. So anyway, if I can get this the way I need it to be. Oh, well, looks like... Okay, wait a minute. This went where? Yeah, okay. So I guess this part is going to have to be driving on the right-hand side. Okay, so we'll pretend 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Here, let's do it this way. Makes more sense. But this is the only spot where we're going to have it drive where it's not supposed to. And just because we can't go over the exact same spot... Wait, that's driving on the right-hand side too. What the heck? What the heck? Why are we driving on the right-hand side? I do not understand this. Okay, hold on. I think we can fix this. I'm not sure, but I think we can fix this. Let's get this all cinched up, and I think we'll try to fix it, because... Oh, maybe it was going to have to go up and over? I don't know. I have no idea. And, going up and over is kind of, not going to happen. And, because that's not what would happen with a real car. They'd just be able to drive over the same spot. So, I don't know. Okay. So, left, 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 left. And then all of a sudden we have it going to the right because this is in the left, but it's on the right hand side. So that doesn't work. Would that work? No, that still wouldn't work because it still has to go this way. The only thing that would work is driving on the sidewalk. That doesn't work. I guess that's going to have to work. I guess that's just going to have to work. Okay, so we went this way. We still don't have that finished, apparently. Going this way. This way. That's Sean's truck. I didn't know how to do it. But that's Sean's truck. And then, like I said, we're right-hand driving. Because we couldn't do the left-hand driving. And then we're left-hand driving again. Like I said, maybe I just run it up the middle of the road. I don't know. It's actually working out pretty good having it on the one side. And then then it's like open up to military base. You go here, you talk to this person, they go, oh, you ain't got a pass? Go to the green zone, get a pass. So, there's this over here. It's got a green floor. Anyway, then and we got plenty of room to do fireworks in here. We just gotta get the want to. Anyway, at the moment, we're just trying to make sure that the whole entire road works. And then you go down this road, and, that's probably the general or something like somebody like that. I think that's the way it was originally built. See how that looks? That looks so much better. The bigger one, that looks so much better. And then there's this one. Oh, picture windows. I mean, bay windows. And then there's these. The regular houses. This is all for people that have families, Oh, what's in here? Glass. Okay. Oh, no, we're leaving those there. Okay, what's in here again? Oh, look, I had that already. Okay. Anyway, then we go this way. Problem is that I think we go into the hangar. And you ain't gonna be able to, even with the high vaulted ceiling, I don't think we're gonna be able to do. Yeah, even with the high vaulted ceiling, yeah, that's not gonna be able to have a. It doesn't take that long to get through there, but it really doesn't take that long to go there, but anyway, and then we can go over here. Just go off in the middle of nowhere. Dang. California. Uh, California seems to be having issues because I think that's where Long Beach is. If it's not, please let me know nicely. Um. Oh yeah. So the new one, it's got like 20 waters or something like that. I think that's why I made it. It's 20 water, and then it's 20 water here too. So it's 20 water all around. I do not think that we need to go. Well, it seems to work. It seems to work. So maybe. We'll make a decision when we get here again. Yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. You're driving uh, and they've got the mountainside on each side. And it's gonna look really nice when it's done. I just hope that the 50 doesn't end up like, say, right here. That would be kind of bad. Because I think you'd be seeing it from around the corner. Um, anyway, so I got this. That is the lake. Um, does it have vibrant visuals? Yes, it does. It looks pretty.
Hello? Hello? There you go. Scammers. No.
Duh.
Of course I don't qualify. You're calling 20 years too soon. I'm telling you, these Medicare scammers are something else. Wish somebody would stop them off. I really wish somebody would stop them off because they're using local phone numbers that, for all I know, could be an employer trying to call me. So I hesitate before I hit the block number button. And I bet you at least one employer out there has tried me and found my number blocking theirs. Because these scammers are using the number.
Well, then stop using the block number button. Because you know it's not them. Okay, so we still have this all set up. See, what I want to do on the other one though is I want to have it snake through the neighborhood again, but on the other side.
Scam bots aside.
Um, would we be able to do that
Capacity that would hold
over
safety.
here?
Would it unload into
I think we can. But it's like usually when they go down the road, they're just going down the road. They're not sneaking through a neighborhood. But normally you wouldn't sneak through the neighborhood in my books anyway, but I think it would look nice to be able to see the trees and stuff. The only thing I can think of that might go wrong is at the car dealership, maybe it wouldn't line up right. Like maybe we'd be coming down toward the maybe we'd be coming down toward the um car dealership instead of being at that corner where you can. Good boy. I didn't even have to tell him up or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, and then you'd be able to go around. But the question is, would we be able to do the movie theater? I mean, the car dealership. Because I know that we go into the car dealership, which can be risky because, uh, it can be risky because of the potential of that 50 just being in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Um, yeah. Oh, dang it. Okay, this one's only 36 minutes, but I don't know how long the other one is. Um, I'm in a streaming mood today. I really am. Um, yeah, that's the problem. Like maybe tomorrow I'm not going to feel like streaming, but I'm going to end up doing it anyway because uh like tomorrow I may not feel like streaming, but I'm going to do it anyway. Um okay, so we're almost back over here. This would be the apartments. And then we'd end up, running it this way again. Okay, and then go down that way. Come back up this way. Go down that way. Come back up this way. But then we had it go into the... Oh, I don't know if this one works. Yeah, because I think that's going the wrong way for what I wanted to do. Do I even have it go in the correct direction? Okay, wait. Yeah, I've got it going the correct direction. Okay, so let's just... Let's see if we can go and put this in... I mean, yeah, put this in the way that I wanted to put it. Oh! Well, if we were going to do that, we'd end up going here. Wouldn't we? But that wouldn't work because then we'd end up on this side. Darn it. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we can't do it that way. I want to. We'll figure it out on the other one, but yeah, we'll figure it out on the other one. But I'm trying to have absolutely no redstone stuff on the other file. Um, but I'm trying to make it to where we can have both. It go the one way and the other way. Anyway, I'm not going to follow this. I'm not going to follow this. But anyway, then the problem is that you can't really shoot off fireworks. You really can't shoot off fireworks on the mountain because there's so many trees. So, like, I don't want to wait. I may have to just do it in the middle and then have it go on to the middle again. go in the other direction, something like that. Um, that's not gonna work. Anyway, so I mean, you can shoot them off, and just you may not be able to see them. We're gonna have to figure that out, or have weirdness where the trees can't go past a certain point. Like make the trees look weirder than they are right here. Um, okay, or I'll have to have all the hopper things in the middle. Anyway, um, 'cause that's the only way that I can think of to do it, to where we could have to where we could have the trees and the fireworks. I don't want to take out the trees. You know, that took a really, 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 really long time to put in these trees, and I really don't want to have to take them back out if I don't have to. Um, so yeah, I really don't want to take them out. But if we could go like this and the cool thing is you will never see them. Okay. Um just using this tree as an example. We're not going to set the whole thing up like that. Or we could have it like it is over there on the... See, this is what this is what we're trying to do in the, where the houses are, is trying to make it to where you run both sides of the street. And I think it looks great that way, but I don't know how to do it the way I've got it set up right now. So we may have to go and figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Dun, da, 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 figure it out. Why did it end up on that side of the street in the first place? Would be a good question. Okay, so this tree's gonna look really weird. But watch. See, and then it's like, well, why is it growing like that? But you could set off the fireworks and not have to not be worried about setting the tree on fire if that was an issue. Fire spreads is turned off, so nothing gets turned on fire. But yeah, actually, we know it's gonna come back down. Never mind. Anyway, we know it's gonna come back down. We may have to. I may have to go and set it up a certain way so we can have both sides of the street. Like making weird trees. Like I said, I may have to make weird trees, but other than that, it should be great. Or just make sure that the spot where the firework is gonna go off, uh, make sure the spot where the fireworks gonna go off is enough to do the job. This is gonna have to be this. So what does it say? Yeah, I need to stop for cereal. So I play Dreamlight Valley, Backgammon, Roblox, Zoo Tycoon. Uh, oh, I don't even have these in the right order. Okay, Disneyland Adventures, Backgammon, Roblox, Zoo Tycoon, Dreamlight Valley, GTA 5 Online, Forza Horizon 5. I do not play Fortnite, Star Wars, or Battlefront 2 anymore because I don't like them. I don't play Pole Blitz anymore. It cheats. But I do play Golf with Your Friends, Pac-Man Museum, and Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. One of these days, I might see if I can start playing Hogwarts Legacy. I've got it. I just haven't started playing it yet. Oh, and I play a little game. Well, about once a month, I play a game called Lone Mountain something. Anyway, it's skiing. And it really annoys the heck out of me, but I still play it. And the reason why it annoys the heck out of me is because I can't get anywhere on it. Aww. So I got YouTube on in the background silently, and I'm trying to get, uh, I'm trying to get the videos that I like to watched, but some of them are like super long. So I play those in the background so I can look over every once in a while, see what's going on. And, and hold on. Okay, so there was really loud traffic and I was afraid you couldn't hear me. We got both doors open. It's a nice breezy day. It's not too hot. It's only 73 outside. Looks like it might rain sometime today, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Um, I did not get to the litter boxes yesterday. I gotta confess. So I'm gonna do them today after I eat something. Um, okay, controller batteries are low. I can live with that. They're gonna die. I'm gonna switch batteries, put uh the controller that charges the batteries on the charger, and it's gonna be all good. Stream stopping by itself just all of a sudden because the internet decided to go out at that second. Heck no. Okay. I think I gotta do some laundry today too. And better to do it, you know, better to do it on a nice breezy day before it gets too hot than like when it's way hot or if there's snow outside. So they went and took out like all the trees on our side of the street. There's no streets on the grass side. But they took out all of the why can't we just go that way? That would be a little easier. Oh, and when I go and do the fireworks, I'm gonna have to turn all of those to daylight sensors. That's gonna be fun, going up and down every single street and turning it into daylight sensors. No, just I'm being sarcastic when I'm saying that. Um, yeah, there's a lot of them. You know, there's a ton of them. So, but I'm gonna have to turn them all to daylight sensors so I can get this done properly. So I think what I'm gonna do is not have it go into the gas station, even though I like that idea. Um, I think I'm gonna have it not go into the gas station and then um, weed around like it usually does, and then I can go and I think I can go around and figure it out the other way a lot easier. Oh, duckies! Duckies at Disneyland. Okay. I was looking, going, what the heck is this? There's duckies at Disneyland. I knew that, and just, I'm getting excited because, somebody actually cares about getting all of the ambiance, not just some of it. Did I just take this out so I could put it back in? I mean, and put it back in again? I don't know what I just did, but this is Penelope's Diner. Uh, I believe Penelope works there. Maybe it's her dad that runs it because I was thinking that like somebody else runs it, but she works there. But maybe it's her diner, and that's why she was able to make the decision to feed Sean. So, so the thing is that uh, something happens and Sean gets kicked out of the house. They went to a wine tasting, and then all of a sudden he was being a nasty person. But all he had was one drink, and then he went into the bathroom. So that's what Ashley does know. But she knows it's not him because it doesn't feel right when it's not him. Like everybody that gives you a hug, they feel different. So like when Sean gives her a hug, it feels warm and cozy, like like you're sitting there watching TV on a rainy day or reading a book, whatever. And then like if Jesse's holding her, it feels a little different. It doesn't feel the same. Hello? So I hope they're not using my voice to scam anybody else. Seriously, if you hear my voice, so before the battery finally died, I was trying to say that if you don't actually know me and you hear my voice somewhere that isn't on this stream or, any of my other streams, then you're probably talking to a scammer. Unless I've suddenly gotten a job trying to scam people, which I don't plan on doing, so.
Okay.
one of the jobs wanted me to like cold call people and try to sell them something. I can't remember what the product was, but I was like, I don't like that idea. I don't like cold calling people. We're gonna go this way. We're not gonna go into the gas station. Because it's for fireworks, you know? Okay, so on the right, with those two white doors, is two random buildings. No idea what you do there. Like old abandoned factories or something. But I actually don't know what. And I had an idea of what to make them, and then I lost it. Oh, that's another thing. Morgan says that New York has the best office chairs. I don't know if that's true or not. I just decided to throw that in there because, it was an excuse to get the ship to New York. She wanted to buy a new office chair and she wanted to buy some more clothing. So, okay, they went to wait, is that classrooms? Oh, okay. That's supposed to be a totally indoor school, and I set it up that way. I think when I build it for the new build, that I'm actually gonna instead of building it the way that I built it, I think I'm gonna build it a little bit different. Um, where where I built the school exactly the way that I built it over there, and then enclose it. I think it makes more sense. Hold on. Dang, I've got this one almost at an hour. Oh, yeah, I'd have to go and like close the whole thing. Oh my goodness. No, that's not gonna work. Does Pirate Store have anything like that? Um, no. But I can make it have that. What about Spy Biz? Aha! Kick it into gear. Can't finish that, that's a real song. um, I sang what is probably the title, and that's it. That's all you heard me sing. Oh, I may have said this in this video already, but please go on to Amazon, check out my books. They're Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Esperanza's Party, The Island, and Adopted Coral. I usually say that earlier in the stream because, I just assume that um, anybody who just turned on the video is watching that part, but then they might skip around and try to figure out what else is happening in my video. Because, like, if I'm doing this, you may be like, what the heck? And then, you find out, oh, I started doing more fireworky stuff. Um, I don't know if we're going to have time for fireworky stuff because, like I said, I need to stop and eat. I really need to stop and eat. um, so, anyway, you type in Amazon, you type in Tina Rash Books, TINARASHBOOKS, and you should find all 6 of my books. Oh, whoa. Ooh, whoa. Oh, and if you buy one of my books, please, share it with a friend. You can even give feedback on them, like if you think, this isn't quite right or that isn't quite right, or another little thing where it's like, excuse me, we drive on the left side of the road here, you know. um, just please say it in a respectful way and try to explain it the way that I would understand it if you do have, like a needs help thing. Like, I've noticed that technically, technically, garage from America is garage there. I just don't like the word garage because of the fact that I'm from America. So I will have my uh I'll have my audiobook say garage, but something I keep forgetting to say is that they do come in ebook, paperback, and hardback at the moment, and I'm working on trying to get the audiobooks perfect. So, um, you just threw me off. Talking to my husband that he threw me off. Um, anyway, I'm trying to get it to where the audiobooks are perfect so I can get those out there too with like listening library or something like that. I would love to have them in listening library because then like maybe somebody would be buying a Harry Potter book and they'd just happen to see one of my books at the same time and be like, oh, let's grab that too. She keeps talking about it, you know, and and uh, like the audiobooks, you could be like sitting there playing video games or um or playing putting together a puzzle and listening to that at the same time. So, that way you get the story and you get to do something else too. It's really awesome. I love it. That's what I do like every day cuz I'm trying to get my I'm trying to get my books published and I mean, not trying to get my books published, I'm getting them published. But I'm trying to get them perfect so then we can start making money from them. And remember, for the paperback at the very least, I only get $5 from that. Really, it doesn't feel like a good deal, but at least it's $5, and since I'm not making much money on it right now, it's uh, I don't have to pay taxes on it yet. I probably will, like, when I start making more money with it, but right now it's tax free. I get to use it for whatever I want, and um, but right now my money is getting put into savings. I'm trying to stick with that. I'm trying to stick with whatever I make from my books is going into savings, and then, like, at the end of the year, it'll, make some interest, and and I'll have even more. And then one of these days, I'll be able to have a very good advertising budget where we can go to all the pretty places I wanted to go to. And oh, that'd be so cool. I just thought of that. Going to the real, actual Ireland and going to the real, actual. Uh, okay, so I looked up my books. I looked up Ireland one time, and I was looking at this one place in Southern Ireland, Western Southern Ireland, I guess. Um, anyway, and there was this building, and it looked like it was up on a hill. It was a flat picture, but it it was a building, and it kind of looked like it was up on a hill, and uh, and then there was a road in front of it, and there looked like a spot where the mansion would fit, and it was like, wow. It was like totally wow. It was like exactly what I was looking for in my book. I mean, writing about in my book, but but actually in Ireland. So I was like, that is so cool. And actually, this probably should be a dirt road too, until you get over to Penelope's. But whatever. Uh, we'll make that decision later. This is the reason why we have the dirt road, because you cannot put track on uh it's either you can't put track on that or you can't put track on this. I think they're two different materials. But anyway, you can't put track on it. So come on. It keeps going. Oh my goodness. I'm never gonna be able to end this. Yeah, we'll just put a piece of concrete in there. That works. Not. It's what got happened. I mean, it's what happened, but it's what got happened. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I said that. Um, so one thing that I'm gonna have to do, and I don't understand how I'm gonna do it, is I'm gonna have to take that water over there and get it to the
There you have long legs that shifted the seat forward. And then whoever's in the passenger seat there probably would have to hop out right before you turn around like that.
um
That was kind of cool.
anyway, the clearing over there. That's what I was trying to think of. The clearing. Spammer, your mom, the kid, or a job.
Hello?
Oh, it was another option.
Apparently doing better than Jonathan. Oh, well, I got an interesting phone call from him this morning looking for a ride home.
Okay, so
Michael is taking my stuff out first. Oh, by the way, I got a rolly rack. Some stuff I'm waiting for Justin to get down here. I'm trying to clear out this dresser. It's mine, and then take that. I'm also gonna get. She cleaned up the entertainment center. We're gonna take a picture of that, and then I'm gonna. I'm getting the dishes ran, and we're picking up the
hold on,
table,
he's on
wiping
the
the table
phone.
off, taking a picture of that today. Okay. Those are two things we're taking a picture of, and then the other thing in the corner desk we're gonna get cleaned off. Take a picture of that, and then just the couch. And then he can go to the
Okay.
front. Then I'll have a lot more room after this crap is out of there. Okay. Well. So what did you tell Michael? Did you tell him you shouldn't have left with his girlfriend? No. Come on, you gotta help us out. I had to jump all over him because he wanted Dave, kept calling David at work and trying to David to come pick him up, and I said if he gets fired, it's going to be your butt. Yeah. Stop calling people at work. You were the one that wanted to go up there, and my mom told him then next time he needs to stay home. Yeah. Well, that's for definitely. Because my aunt called him and told him how very disappointed she was with him. Sometimes it's effective, not always. Some kids it just doesn't phase them. Unfortunate, but so.
That is so weird. That looks like we're putting in a thin layer of bamboo on the red. But that's not what it is.
What happened? And my aunt goes, "Where's Jonathan? Why isn't he helping you guys?" I'm like, "Oh, he just had to go up there to his woman's house." And she goes, "Oh, okay." So my aunt goes, "I'm gonna text him and tell him." My aunt was not too happy
Oops.
with him.
Not that.
She goes,
That.
"So he took off to leave all of you guys to do it? That's ridiculous. He needs to pull his head out of his ass." And I said, "I agree with you."
Okay, so we're back. He's still on the phone though. But he made it to where he can hear and not me. Which is good because Megan doesn't have the cleanest language and I'm trying to be family friendly here, so that's our neighbor. She's not gonna be our neighbor like sometime, yeah, she's moving sometime this month, I think. And it's ridiculous because they've got a lot of stuff, and her landlord is like, nope, I don't like the way you guys are, I don't like how much stuff you have in there, and you're out of here. It wasn't very nice. Of course, they had a problem where, like, the pipes were messing up in the wall, something that they cannot, something that they cannot control, and and the landlord tried to blame it on them, like they did it on purpose or something. Yeah, she's just trying to figure out an excuse to get them out of there. Anyway. Um. Oh, if you're watching this on um if you're watching me on Twitch right now, please follow, chat, and subscribe. And if you're watching me on YouTube right now, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and subscribe. Subscribe. Okay, I'm trying to stick with that because maybe you guys will remember to subscribe because subscribing on YouTube does not take much. It just takes a button press.
Hey, I'm getting another phone call, so I'm gonna let you go. Hello? Ah, the silent scammer.
Who just got your voice so you can scam somebody else. And thank you. She kept using that language, and she usually does. Oi. Anyway.
Alright, well, I'm gonna throw this last bale of grass over to the cows, and then I've got to take off for a little while. So we're gonna end the stream about here. Put this in.
So as soon as I get this set up and ready to go at the mansion, we will end the stream, I guess. And I need some cereal in me, or maybe I'll skip, since I waited so long, I'll skip the cereal and just eat regular food. Or maybe I'll have both. I don't know. Okay. So normally this would go in here. Yeah, see? Right there. Take out firework duration. I think I did. I think I did. I've got it all set up. Okay. So, problem is I need to do daylight cycling again to get it. Why isn't there an always night button? There's an always day button. Why isn't there an always night button? It's like, now that I think about it, why is there not an always night button? Because, like, what if you have it on peaceful and you have it set up to where there ain't no monsters or anything like that, and you did it on purpose, and what the heck? Okay, so either he got there in the evening or he got there really early in the morning. Pop's Disney Adventures. Probably he got there really early in the morning. Oh, I hope I didn't, one of the Sarah videos has a secret code, a new secret code. And, see, this one's not going to work. I'm probably going to have to run it down the middle because the tree is just in the way. And I want it to look as natural as possible. I may have to reroute it. Well, me going in, like me going in the middle doesn't matter, but, the fireworks. Well, I guess it does. I may just have to take out that front row of trees or something. Are we there yet?
No, so smurf up.
I'm serious. Are we there yet? Oh, okay.
No, so smurf up.
We are there yet.
But that was the one.
See, this doesn't even have uh the dirt road on both sides. I really don't like that. It doesn't have the dirt road on both sides. It's just got the road. Yeah, so Bobby's like a little standoffish. Actually, she's a lot standoffish. Um, at the moment, it's like you'll pet me when I want you to pet me, kind of thing. And like I would like to get her to where we could take her, take and put a harness on her and take her to the kitty doctor. Make sure she's all healthy and everything, and maybe find out why she's got that attitude of you'll pet me when you want to, when I want you to pet me. Because if it's like if it's a behavior thing or that's the way she feels at the time thing, that's fine. But if it's like my back hurts and nobody's bothered to check me out, you know, I'd like to find that out because then maybe we can get her to where she's just fine and she'll be a cuddle muffin. And we're not used to a cat not being a cuddle muffin. Even though Coral wasn't really a cuddle muffin, she was a cuddle muffin more with my husband than me. But she did let me cuddle with her, sometimes when I made sure that she did it. Okay. So we've got it all set up. Except for I think we added, like we've got this here. It starts out at the house. Maybe we shouldn't have it so far out. Maybe we should have it like right here.
Come play with Teddy Bear.
Hi! Why did you give me Terrence?
She grabbed onto him.
You grabbed onto Terrence? Okay. Hey, Bobby.
That with a teddy bear. That was sweet.
Okay, but I'm gonna take Terrence and put him back up there so the boys don't get him. Poor Terrence. Terrence is Bobby's sloth. Actually, I'm too short to put Terrence up there. So, next time you come over this way, put him up by the barn. Okay, so Terrence is, Bobby's stuffed sloth, and that's her baby. So, since that's her baby, oh, that's why I did that. I think. Pretty sure. Okay, so what we ought to do. Yeah, what we ought to do and what we're gonna do are two different things. Never mind. was gonna say what we ought to do is make it to where there's several stops, so like you can get on the. Oh, that would be cool, honey. I was thinking if we had a thing with the pistons to where you all get pushed on the track at once, and so you just end up in whatever. That'd be so cool. Okay, so I don't.
That means redstone.
Yeah, well, that's fine because that's what I'm using over here. And yeah, I really don't want to do this the way that we're doing it. I really don't want it to go that way. But then that means that we're going to have to put that back together again. It's just a wall, so it's no big deal. But we already have it set up. I don't know. We already have it set up. It's good to go. It's just like, do I really want to do it that way? I don't know. Yeah. And somebody's getting angry at my husband because he's in their way. Um, yeah, like I said, I would like to be able to go up both sides of the road. So, like, I want to set this up to where it is both sides of the road, but I don't know if I want to set this one up where it's both sides of the road. Yeah, or just, it would look weird having only one side of the road red. It's like, I know how I want to do it in my head, but on that one street it didn't work. And why is this? I have no idea. But I think I did figure it out.
Well, at least one kitty will greet me at the door.
That's because she was watching kitty TV and you disturbed her.
Wah wah, cat. No, he's on the call saving truck still.
Yay. Yeah, okay. I don't know if this would be a other side of the road thing though. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we had to go to the next town over and then go to the lake and, like that. I think that was no. He is trying to. My husband is trying to make friends with Bobby so bad. Hey, I got 2 viewers. Hi, viewers. So we're hoping that we're or I'm hoping that we're setting this up to where we can see. The problem is that we're going this way, and then it comes around and then goes this way. But I want to go and have another road, that another part of the road that goes this way, you know? So there's a problem there. A small problem. Um, we're going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't think she likes being patted. But when we come back, it's going to be on the left-hand side.
No hisses. No.
Then quit patting her.
She's hissing at a sleeping sound.
Bobby!
Pat him. He's not doing anything offensive to you, Cat.
Oh my goodness.
He exists. That's offensive. Too bad. You can stop now. Back scratches. I give you back.
You quit growling at my baby.
You can stop it now. Bobby.
Trying to see if this is even possible, because if it isn't, then, whatever. But if it is, that would make it even better. Although on this side, it may only be, one shooting off at the same time. I mean, one at a time. Or it may end up that they're in totally different spots and not a big deal. You know? You never know. What was that?
It's a stupid commercial that starts up when I start up the puzzle game.
Okay.
PC points for this thing.
Well, because you're just... what the... bloomin'... Again? I was gonna say a Harry Potterism, and it does not work. So... not what Simon says when he's talking to Courtney, but, Courtney Halden or something like that? I don't know. I don't know what her last name is. But, yeah, I would... the thing is that I would like to be able to go and run this, like, say, before Christmas, if I can. I'd like to be able to run this and run this as a Fourth of July fireworks and have it done and over with, and then maybe start it on next year. I mean, 2027. But I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know that it's gonna work. I don't know that it's gonna work. Yeah, see, because that's going right there. This would have to be on this side. And that's not where it would be. Huh. And then that has to go that way. Well, we could do that. I don't know how we're going to do this. I do not know how we're going to do this. Because I would like it to end where I would like it to go back around this way too, and like set them all off again. But from the other side. Doesn't work in some cases though. Like I think the problem is, I think maybe the problem is that all of a sudden we're running on the right side somehow. And if that's the case, then no big deal, just fix it and we're all good. But if that is not the case, then I don't know what. But I'm trying to figure this out, and yeah. I still haven't figured out where to put that apartments because it's like standalone, it's like a little standalone two. I mean, it's definitely they're connected like the houses in New York, the ones that they show in like You've Got Mail. They're what is wrong with this? Okay. They're connected like the houses in New York, but they've got a little bit of a yard in the front. And they wouldn't have the little they wouldn't have that or the fence. So, so yeah, I've got to figure out how to do this. I don't want to have it hop over like it's a puppy dog. I mean, if I have to do it that way, then fine, but I don't think I should have to. If we don't go into the car dealership and just go past it, it might work. If we have to go down that way, I'll do that. But that doesn't seem like it would make any sense. Um, yeah, like I'm trying to figure this all out, and I just don't know how to do it. Oh, I'm back down to one viewer. Oh man, it's okay. So the thing is that you can go and watch my, uh, watch my streams on YouTube, and then you can bounce around if you need to. When it's live, it's a lot harder. Yeah, when it's live, it's a lot harder to bounce around. So I guess if we're gonna go and, I mean, if we were gonna go and um, do the other side like this, it would be a little harder. I don't know how I would do it. But like you go for so long and then it's you go for so long and it goes like this. So it's how do I do that? Oh. Well, this is all the right side because it would be the left side when we come in. So, how do we do this? How do we do this? Yeah, because I wanted this to be all part of it, but then I want all the, I want all the parts to be part of it. So, I don't know. What?
Just arguing with my puzzle man, trying to make it work.
Okay. Because I was talking and you got attitude like I said something wrong or something.
No. Just arguing with the puzzle man.
Okay, because if it was going that way, I'm just saying, if it was going that way, then it's going to run into this right there. And I've got some of those already set up and ready to go. And some of this needs to be this way. Oh, well, it is this way. It's just not as this way as I need it to be. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that sticks out a little bit too much. So I'd have to go slightly to get it to be back on the road. I think that's what I want it to do. Yeah, I think that's what I want it to do. Is go on the road. Instead of going over there. You can see it from way over here. Still don't know how I'm going to do that. At all. Okay, so that would be here. Yeah, every time I think about it in my head, they're here instead of here. But that's, I drive on the right hand side because I'm from America. Um, and I'm hoping that, you know, maybe, there's one part in one of my books where, they're naming stuff off, that, uh, that Sean was drawing pictures of, and maybe one of those should be Ashley, trying step dancing from her teacher, and like something about she stepped on the teacher's foot and she was told, uh, you have no feeling for step dancing or something like that. Irish dancing. Um, I don't know if it's called step dancing, if it's called Irish dancing, what. But anyway, it's good. And I did not know that, but those brothers that are on YouTube and dance together and moved to Nashville, Tennessee, I don't know. I mean, I didn't know that they danced for the Riverdance uh, troupe as a head dancer. I don't remember what he called it, but as a head dancer a few times. And I was like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, wow, because I love those guys. They are awesome. I've never seen them in person, but I've seen them on Riverdance the DVD or videotape, whichever one it was. I loved that. Anyway, it's the one that's on YouTube right now. um, that seems funny to me that, one of these days, maybe it won't be that the person saying on YouTube, it might be, something else entirely. Like how everybody was talking about Facebook for the longest time, and now people still know what Facebook is, but they don't use it as much. Hey, I've got 2 viewers. Hi, viewers. Hey, if we can get a conversation going, then that would be great. Um, I don't mind. Okay, like if somebody wants to chat with me or leave a comment on one of my videos, I don't mind if you're even just telling me, what you had for breakfast that morning. Although if you do that on YouTube, to comment on one of my videos, that might be a little weird, just a little. But yeah, cause like, see right here, and then it goes there. So I designed this myself, and I think it looks pretty dang good. This is the... Oh, I'm just seeing it weird. Okay. It looked like there was a different design. Yeah, it looks like there's a different design, but it's just the wall in the middle. So this is a, uh, Sean calls it a prom shop, but you can also get, you can also get nice suits for, like weddings, and, you get prom shop stuff. You can probably get, yeah, formal wear, but you could probably also get, like some bachelorette stuff. I don't remember what we saw, but there was some bachelorette stuff in one of the stores that we went shopping for my sister. Well, we were intending to go shopping for my sister. They were like super expensive. And it's like, you're only wearing this dress for one day. What the heck? Anyway, she was trying to find something that was like, say, $300, and what she ended up finding was at least $1,000, and that was like, what the heck, you know? Okay, so yeah, we gotta figure this out. The the idea is to go and bring this back to where it comes here. Originally, we were supposed to go that way, but to where we come back here and go this way. But that's getting stuck right here. I don't know how. So then we'd have to have the other one go up this way until we're done going this way. But yeah, I think the other one's gonna end up being... I think the new file is gonna end up being better for this. So we'll end up having 2 files for that, and that'll be like 2027's fireworks, which I can work on and then post it, and you'll never know that I didn't make it in 2026, except for that I just told you. um, so it's going this way. Is there a reason why it's going this way?
Because
So if there's no reason for it to go this way, then
Then it can go that way instead of this way.
that's essentially what I was going to. That's essentially what I was going to say. Um, if it doesn't need, what I'm saying is, if it doesn't need to go this way, except for that, you see the creepy swamp trees.
Well, then there's your reason.
Oh, that's the way that we're getting it to go over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's the way we're getting it to go over to the football field. Yeah, we need another street. Uh, uh. I mean, because my only other thought on the matter is... My only other thought on the matter is to not make it go left at that point, but that still doesn't work. Oh boy. I wanted it to go over on both sides. And yeah, and I just decided I don't like that either. I haven't set any of this up yet, so I don't have to worry about it. And I can just go and fix it later and it'll be fine. There we go. So are you playing that because you can get points, or are you playing that because you think she's going to call at any moment?
I'm getting the points for it.
Okay. We still need to find out if Puzzle's on my computer or not.
Should be. It's pre-installed with Windows.
Oh, yeah? Oh, he says it's
These things you might know.
He says it's pre-installed with Windows, so if it really is, yay! How do I find it?
I'll get started.
Well, because I thought I had it on my computer, and... Oh, look, I have paint. Okay, if I, actually put the... I'm finding Jigsaw Puzzles free online and Jigsaw Planet. Or is it Jigsaw Puzzle of the Day? Wait, start menu. Yeah, well, I got solitaire and casual games on here.
I think it was in with the casual games.
Nope, I clicked on that and got something else entirely. Well, I got Mahjong 3D, Gem Drop, Gravity Blocks, Jewel 2, Bubble, Mahjong, and then, Tri Peaks, Pyramid, Free Cell, Spider, and Classic Solitaire. Yeah, that didn't help. That didn't help in the least. Yeah, and looking it up in the looking it up on the thing got me one of my document files. Jigsaw Planet, Jigsaw Explorer, Jigsaw Puzzle of the Day.
Okay, then maybe it's not on there. Why don't you reinstall it?
No.
Interesting.
Okay, is there a way to look up?
Always try the Microsoft Store. That'd be that shopping bag looking thing down there at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm lost. Well, I guess we'll look those up later. I'm trying to find the same jigsaw puzzle game he's got because it's on the computer, and it's on the computer, and I don't have to. I mean, and I can or don't have to. Came in. I have no idea. But anyway, I would be able to get points for the for playing a game on my computer. I'm trying to get a month free of Xbox, and I'm like, I've got 8 days left, I think it is, and I need 500 points. I'm not gonna make it.
Is this where you convince your viewers to donate?
So, I know I said it already in this video, or at least I think I did. If you buy my books, then oh wait. Okay. If you buy my books, then I'd be able to afford the 1 month of Game Pass that I need. um, see, my husband said try to convince y'all to donate, but I'm like, well, I'd rather you get something to go with it, you know? So if you buy one of my books, then I'd be able to afford the Game Pass, and you all would get a lovely book. Um, I get about 5 books from the paperback. I mean, $5. I mean, $5 from the paperbacks, but I get like $5 from the paperbacks. I think I get like uh $1 something because no, I get like $3 from Coral's book because it's such a small book. You know, I get like maybe $3 out of that one. I think that's what I got. Maybe it was $1.
Profit margins are terrible.
Anyway, um, I think I ought to be getting more because of the fact that I wrote the books, I edited the books, I published the book. You know, I set the books to publish on Amazon. I did most of the work, but they're like it costs this much to print it, and you know we're taking a cut. We're taking a cut too. So it's like I want to see if we can find a better solution, but you know, really, uh, I think if I started actually, uh, making money, then they'd give me back my 70/30 plan, which was working out a hay of a lot better. I got more money out of it. And then I'd be able to do, the awesome things I want to do, like buying kids presents for Christmas. They're not going to be my kids. I mean, I would like to buy for my kids too, but they're not going to be my kids. They're going to be the kids from the angel tree thing at Walmart, probably. Walmart's not my favorite people, but they do have an angel tree, and I want to, I want to be able to, even if the parent goes and puts that they bought the gift, you know, I don't mind that as long as it gets put under the Christmas tree and they've got a bright smile on their face in the morning, like, oh, cool, Santa got here, I kind of wish that, parents would go and, like there'd be a angel tree YouTube, and, parents could go and show, show the kids' reaction, and then you'd be able to see it. I'm not doing it to see the kids' reaction. I'm doing it because, there's people out there poorer than we are, and I remember being there, and I don't ever want to. I don't ever want to forget that. Yeah, there's people out there living in their cars. We're not living in our car right now. Now he's being like somebody else I know. She's like, I remember being on food stamps. Do you? Really? Sure not acting like it. Well, that was before. I think they've finally gotten the message by now, and um like we've been going down there, and then, like um like when we went to Reading for Grandpa, um and I'm, like I am kind of happy that I wasn't there when he went on his extended vacation. I can be fine with that. We got to talk to him, and it was, uh, it was a nice time. But I'm glad that when he actually went on his extended vacation, that we weren't in the room. You know, and I probably wouldn't have been very good with that, because I would have probably been like, hey, you know, at least he's not suffering. I would have been like, trying to make everybody feel better. And, when your loved one's just passed away, you don't want to feel better yet. You want to get there eventually, but you don't necessarily want to feel better yet. Um, okay, so we fixed that. We made that go that way. And then we made it go that way. Although maybe I ought to go that way over here. I don't know. It really doesn't make any sense for it to go that way. Through the thing. It really doesn't, through the parking garage. It doesn't make sense. Because it's like, what are you going to do? Have a hiatus between between the 2 spots. Do we really need this here? I don't think so. We need the bridge, but we don't need this part in the middle. I think we can go and oops. Okay, we'll pretend that this is that. See, it looks funny, but yeah. Anyway, we'd be able to put. Yeah, I don't think we'll have it go through the parking garage anymore. We'll have it go in the middle here. And scare the heck out of the people on the second and third floor. And if Chris from Park Pass ever got on here, he'd you know I would so have him do like a commentary, like the perks of this the perks of staying on the west side of the hotel, uh the west side of the hotel here is that you get scared every night by the fireworks going off right in the alleyway here. I really would like to get together with uh um their son. Their son. I forgot his name for a second there and then I remembered. But anyway, I would like to get together with Chris and his son. One of the parents has to be there for this to be a thing. But I'd like to be able to do that so they could see, you know, the neat build I got. Um, I- I just, he keeps saying that he sees his fans as friends, and I'm like, well, yeah, you feel like a friend, so I ought to be able to show you what I built on Minecraft. I haven't told him that, but like I kind of think I ought to be able to show you what I did on Minecraft. They play Minecraft, so but I don't know if they play like the part of Minecraft where you oh okay. I don't know if they play the part of Minecraft where they what the heck? What did I do? Nope, this doesn't even have it. So this is the extra extra stuff side. That is the stuff I need, but I don't need it right now. Yes, that, all that stuff. Um, there used to be animals on this world, and I think somebody took them out again. That's why the door was open. Um, that would answer the question there, why the door was open. Um, yeah, before I got distracted, I was saying something. Oh well, okay. So like I said, I think I'm gonna have it go that way, and if I have to, I will just make the fireworks go off in a different spot. I wanted to go up and over, but it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I'm sorry, it's not gonna be able to go up and over anymore. The idea was for it to go all through the area, you know, so you see everything, but it's just not gonna work with the fireworks. But like I said, we're gonna have a small problem because The people on the second and third floor, maybe the fourth floor, are gonna be like, "What the heck?" They're gonna be trying to sleep and fireworks going off. Okay, so I still need to eat something. Yep. But at least I got a ton of streams done today. Yes, I said a ton. So I streamed. It's Tuesday, so I streamed. Um, Backgammon. I streamed Roblox. I streamed some Zoo Tycoon, and then I went on to Minecraft. Got some of that done. I know you're saying you're on Minecraft right now. Well, not this file. The fictional Ireland file, and then I started doing this, and I should have eaten between this and the other, but I didn't yet.
Not the nicest smells about you. They're called slippers.
Bobby, stay away from your uncle's shoes. Please? I want to keep you alive. She was over there smelling my husband's shoes. Not slippers. Okay, slippers. Specifically. Not the nicest smell in the world. Okay, and then we can go this way, and we can go that way. And we still need to figure out how to get it to go back the way that I wanted it to. Because it's not going to work. I wonder if I can... Hey, yeah. That might work perfectly. Might. All you heard me say was might. Okay, so if this goes... What I'm saying is if this goes... Okay, let's try this again. For what I was trying to build, that wasn't the shape. There. If this goes that way, could we get it to go... Oh, yeah. See, I have this going that other way. Oh, I needed it to go that way. Oh, man. But the idea was if we could get it to go this way. If we can figure out some way. But there's a wall in the way. And I didn't think of that. Ugh. Okay, so my other idea here is that if we could get... If we get this road here... I mean, if we could turn at that road right there... Okay. Could we figure this out if we could get this to do what I want to do. Keep hoping it's a job. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, this is Daniel calling you from Medicare Health Center. How are you doing today?
I will not qualify for at least 13 years.
Okay.
Just sits there and goes, okay. Really? Uh, oh. Oh. Yes. I can. Okay, so I can keep this, like, just about exactly the way it is right now. I think. 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 Um. It's kind of stupid, but it would work. So you gotta trust the process, though. Back down to one viewer. Dang it. Um. Anyway, you gotta kind of trust the process and just like you'll understand a lot better when you see the finished product. But I like to share the journey with y'all, and hopefully a lot of you will watch it. In both cases, hopefully you'll watch the trust the process journey, and then hopefully you'll watch the who came up with trust the process. But you know what? I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put that there, that there, that there. That is not the order they're supposed to be in. Okay. Anyway, if y'all watch the trust the process journey here, then I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna get there. But looks like we're doubling back on ourselves at that one point, but it'll work. You know, just gotta trust that process. The idea is to go and boom, 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 boom. I think. I think we can get it to work if we do it this way. Because right now we got it set up a little different. But I think we can do it. We may or may not be able to do the other thing, but yeah. Okay, I'm confused. So we'll stop and talk to Sissy. Wait, what? Okay. She's shown me 600 different ways. Okay. I think you'd be better with auburn hair. But you like real they actually look like each other. I don't know if that's what she was hoping for. It probably wasn't, but best I could come up with at that time. I mean, at this time. Now, what? Okay, so we were gonna go down that road. Oh, that's the problem. We were gonna go down that road. And. But why were we going? I mean, we were going down that. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Just a minute. Quit trying to distract me, sis. She's not doing it on purpose. She doesn't know. Because I'm usually not streaming it this time. Oh, you're definitely not getting a shorter video. Hey! Think Tank MC followed me 8 minutes ago. Thank you! Awesome! Not if I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing.
The whole board game. Come on. There's so much effort in your stupid commercials and nothing in the game.
So, she sent me another picture, and I'm like, uh, she's putting together, she's trying to put together her characters in her book, um, in the AI program, because we're both not artists. We just aren't. I'm sorry. But, I'm like, so her girl in there, I don't think she wants me sharing names, so I'm not going to. But her girl in the book, she made her look almost exactly like Jennifer Aniston, and I'm like, oh, I pointed it out. I'm sorry. I had to, because if she's making certain characters look like certain people and there's certain people get upset, that would be a bad thing. Okay, so I don't know if I'm doing this quite right, but I think it's still gonna be a little messed up. Um, I don't know. I just really don't know. It's supposed to come out. It's supposed to come out to where they're driving in the way that Sean drives in. And then they can, like, go out and, like, they're supposed to go into the parking slot where he parks his truck and then come back out again uh, later. But, of course, in this, we're going to just be driving by. There we go. Okay. I don't know. I actually don't know what I'm going to need. Okay, so we've got it going this way. Oh, we've got it going this way. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, how's this coming out? Uh, I'm confused. Yeah, okay. Oh, so we got that. What? So how do we go to exiting? No, we got. I think we got that going the wrong way. Wait. Okay, I am so confused right now. Okay, so it comes from the area. It's coming. Oh, okay. Okay. We cut this off. But that one thing is coming from that place. I am so confused. Because I think I had it. You know, like I go and I try to go and fix stuff, and then it doesn't fix because all of a sudden it's not the way it's supposed to be somehow. Um, yeah, that's not supposed to be. Okay, that's not supposed to be going in that direction. It's supposed to be going in that direction. Oh, wait. Yeah, that would be. And then that would be. And then that would be. And then that would be. And this gets cut off. Now we will go and follow this and see what happens. That would be a very weak spot in the road here. Okay, so that goes that way. It does a U-turn. It comes back over here. Goes that way. And as soon as we figure this out, I can... And then it had to go that way. Well, how about we just cut it off there? And go that way. Because we don't need to go all the way over there. You know, seriously, it's a trust the process, but I used to never say that. My son says that a lot, and that's the reason why I started saying it is because he says it a lot. But yeah, it's like a trust the process thing. Technically, Sean could go and, drive over here, drive on the left hand side of the road, park his car, pull out, and go that way. But, we can't do that. So, So we gotta do it this way. And we'll get this looking perfect by 4th of July. I promise you. But at the moment... And we still gotta get the... Okay, so we still have to get the houses done in the one file. And then we have to edit the book. And we have to, still leave time for laundry and kitty problems like litter boxes and water and food and stuff. We got to remember to eat because otherwise we're going to end up in the hospital and we can't afford that. No, the doctors have not told me that. I just assume that if you don't eat, you end up in the hospital. And Dreamlight Valley on Wednesdays and, all that stuff. Dang. Hello?
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 Hi, my name is Alex calling you from US Auto Care. How are you doing today? Doing good?
Yeah.
Well, ma'am, the reason of my call is that auto insurance rates have been dropped down in your area, ma'am. So for the qualification purpose, may I know what is your zip code?
89703.
89703. I got it. And you're residing in beautiful state of Nevada, right?
Nevada, yes.
And you say 89703 or 89706?
3.
Oh, 3. And you're residing in Carson City, Nevada 89703, correct?
Yeah.
I got it, ma'am.
Except for it's Nevada.
I see that it's a Nevada.
Okay, you said it correctly that time. Thank you. Okay, what were you trying to say? Sorry.
And what's the year, make, and model of your car, ma'am?
1966 Plymouth Belvedere 2.
Oh, it's so old car, ma'am. You have only one car?
Yeah. That's a lie. We've got a truck, but... That's a him. That was a him.
Was that him?
Yes, that was a him.
You sure?
Yeah, I have no idea what he said his name was, but it was a him. Anyway. They're just calling, to find out what car you have. And it's like, well, I got a 1966 Plymouth Belvedere 2, the 4-door model, got every upgrade except for the record player. Yeah. It's not true, it's my husband's, but, I don't want to tell them that we've got a lovely Dodge truck. If you can't insure, if they can't find an insurance agent that will cover our classic, then we don't want to talk to them. I think we found, what am I doing? I think we found 2 companies that'll insure the Plymouth, and we took one. I mean, we chose one. So. Oh, okay. We picked the one that we've got because of the house insurance. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, I thought it was. Because we had to pick the lesser of 2 evils. Okay. So, he said the house, the house insurance, is the reason. Okay. Usually it's because, Grizzly's such an old car. That's what he calls her. Calls her Grizzly. Um, so anyway, it's usually because she's so old that nobody wants to insure her. And I don't know why. She's made out of metal. You're not really going to have to claim anything out if, there's not going to be too many insurance claims really with a car that old because, uh, you know what? This is messing with my mind. This right here is messing with my mind. This is supposed to be like the apartment complex, but it's still messing with my mind. And I still don't know how to do the apartment complex thing. Because the idea is that there's no walls in between and stuff. There we go. Okay, so that's messing with my mind, like I said. And okay, so yeah, I think we got everything set up ready to go, except for that we're gonna have like one we're gonna have to have like a dashed line kind of thing. Where we only have one in the middle instead of having like three of them because they're not gonna fit on the mountain road. Um See, the thing is that if we could go and put it a certain way, yeah, I don't know if we can do that. Anyway, if we could put the road to the lake a certain way, make it better, like we could have it go up like it's supposed to, because it's kind of a mountain and then you have the lake. Not, I mean, in my head, it's all flat, it looks like what I've always grown up around. Like um, South Lake Tahoe was the first experience that we had of there being a non-flat road, really. I mean, my husband used to live in San Francisco area, but that was like the closest thing to really hilly that we had. Most of where I used to live is flat. There's just a couple of well, like one big hill, and that was it. And then on the outskirts of town, there's some hills, but yeah. There we go. So we did some setting up work here, and it looks good. I still don't understand. I really don't understand why we couldn't go back that way and but the way I have it, I guess, is the reason why we can't do that. But in the other file, we might be able to do that. I don't know. But I'm definitely not going to be able to do it with redstone because I'm not putting any redstone in that thing. Except for the I'm putting the detector rail and the powered rail in there. That is the only redstone I'm going to have in that whole entire file. Well, no, I think I have some redstone in the house. Not sure yet, but I think I do. If I do, I'm gonna replace it with sea lanterns because they're always on, and you can walk into a room and you don't have to worry about not being able to see. It's not the exact vibe I want, and I'm hoping that they unnerf the um I'm hoping that they unnerf the yeah, we don't even have us going on okay, that's weird. I mean, that's normal, but it's weird too. Huh. Wow. So that's the only way that we're getting over here. Okay. Well, hey, I got 2 viewers. Hi, viewers. Okay, so something interesting that we're going to do, and I'm hoping we can do it. I don't know that we can do it, but I'm hoping. Okay, so we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hello? What hello? What are we saying hello to? Oh, I think Ben's trying to talk to Bobby again. He's always trying to do that. She don't want to give in, but she's gonna give in eventually because he's just that friendly a cat. Um, so him and Coral didn't get along for the longest time. But then they finally did because Coral was never able to make kittens, and um, Coral was never able to make kittens, and yeah, we just got to set this up correctly. And, you know, Ben was definitely able to make kittens. So he was, trying to. Okay, you don't actually have to have that many, but better to be safe than sorry in this case. Because there's 13 of them. Um. Anyway, he was always trying to get a date. We'll say. Um. So when Sam moved in, she was like, "Oh, good, an ally," because we made him to where he can't make kittens, right? Well, wait a minute. Where does it come out at? Oh, oh yeah. Okay, so we're having it go this way and around this way, and it looks like you're running on the track. Works for me. Um, in this way and out again. Okay. So we got to get it to here so we can. Yeah, we got to get it to here so we can get that figured out. I would like it if we could, like, Okay, so like if we could get it to where. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 25. Oh, that's not going to work. Well, I mean, it could work, but it wouldn't work reliably necessarily. Anyway, we want to do this. And then if we could get, like, when you're going, when you're going from over there, have it go off. Oh. Um, I have an idea, and it may work. It may work. Well, I mean, it's the same idea I've got for the rest of the roads, but, yeah, it may work. I have this in the middle because, that was telling me where the, wait, the fire station, the impound, fire station definitely looks a little boring, but anyway, police station, too short police station, that's why I started building this, and that's part of the reason why I started building the new one. See, often Sean gets put in that one, or that one, or that one. There's a reason for that. He likes to drive too fast. Okay, see, this is the cells under the. It's too short. You can't jump. Yeah. You couldn't even jump. So, yeah. It's too short. This is the baby stuff store. You got a baby and you don't got anything for them. This is the place where you go. This is a room, like, it's got a little kitchenette. It's got it's got all the backstock stuff, and this little play area. And obviously, I have not put in a counter, which would probably be over here. Um, that is the club, and okay, so I guess we can talk about it on stream. One of the times I built it, there was actually somebody dancing up here. So it's just a club, and you can kind of tell by the chairs what kind of club it is. Back here will be the dressing room area um, for the dancers, and probably on the other side over here will be a kitchen because, like, where do you get the drinks from? Okay, so we need to go this way. I have not been working on this very long, so, any streets with, um, oh, there he goes. See? Okay. I was gonna say any streets with, sea lanterns are probably gonna be the ones that I need to add to. What?
My last battery in it's now acting up.
Oh, great. Okay, so now that we've found the spot that I need to be at, okay. So please go on Amazon and check out my books. You just type in Tina Rash books in the Amazon search engine, I don't know if it works with Google, but you can try if you want. Oh, it's a flaggy thing. Okay. Sorry, YouTube again. It's Pop's Disney Adventures from probably a couple of days ago. Was it specifically say? 4 days ago. Okay, so it says 4 days ago. I've seen something that looked like a poodle or something. You know, small dog. Wait, small dog. And before anybody says that's a racist comment, it just happened to look like a white dog, seriously. I would say a black dog if it was a black dog. I mean, if it looked like a black dog or a brown dog or, whatever color. So I got the idea that if I put in the redstone now, then I can count the squares over there on the powered rails and get it correct. So might be a little confusing, but it would be a lot less confusing than trying to go, okay, I need to put in this and in this amount and, I think it'll be. Anyway, I'm not sure yet. It might be more confusing than I think. I don't know. But we're going to try it. Here on Cherry Street. Here on Cherry Street. I don't know. That was the tune to Sunny Side of the Street, but I don't know if that's what it's actually called or not. Anyway, I think that song was on... Oh, that song, I want to say, was on Father of the Bride 2. I was going to say I think it's on You've Got Mail. Maybe both. I don't know. But in one of the songs, I mean in Father of the Bride 2, there's a scene where they just found out they're pregnant and he's freaking out because like he thought they were at the finish line, they were going to be done. He loves his kids, but no more kids to worry about. Just gotta worry about grandkids, and you get to give those back afterwards. All that. And as they say, sugar them up and send them home. If there's any grandparents that actually do that, that's not nice. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna get this to this spot right here. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, that so looks like blood when you do that. I mean, I know that it's just redstone. And redstone is a very important thing. But, yeah, when it was on the sea lantern, it looked like blood. It's like, it's like you make a crime scene and this would be the blood. Okay, so anyway, I thought people were holding that. Like if you're in a concert and you have lighters, you hold those up, and now I think they do it with cell phones instead. It looked like they were doing that, but they're not. They're just waiting to get into Disneyland. Well, the lands of Disneyland. They've got access to, I think it's so weird. They, don't open up the whole park. They open it up in stages. Like, you can go on to Main Street, but you can't go anywhere else. Which is kind of good, because then you can have breakfast, if they still have that, waffle place. You used to be able to get, There's a place on Main Street. It was like, okay, so you go through the tunnels and you go uh, around the courtyard thing there, and the first building across from the Emporium used to be a pancake place. I mean, a waffle place. And well, I think you could get pancakes too, but the waffles were in the shape of Mickey Mouse's head, Donald's head, or Goofy's head. And of course, I wanted Mickey Mouse, I think, if I remember correctly. And like the next time we ate there, I think I got Donald. I can't remember. That was like 1988. No, that would have been 1989. Sorry, that was like 1989. So yeah, it was so far away. Okay, now we've got it all connected, and I will continue working on this, and I will see you in the next stream or video.